Hi, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to this Vinyasa flow. My name is Luca. Today I'm subbing for the previous teacher that was not able to come to the class today. So today we deal with me, and we're going to do some creative flow. We're going to move around simple asanas. I'm not going to teach you anything that is not accessible. I always love to have a block next to my mat. If you don't have a block, you can use a book, or you can use, I've seen people using jars to support themselves. So not that you have to use it, but there's always a good friend to bring with you in practice, can help you with your alignment, and can make a practice more accessible. So let's find a comfortable seated position. You can sit on top of your feet or on top of a pillow if you have it, or a block, or you can sit with the cross legs, the one that fits you better with you. Now here we start just closing your eyes and placing the palms on top of your thighs or knees. And we just start observing breath, moving in and out. As you observe the breath moving into your body, see if you can start to create more space into your lungs, if you can lengthen your breath every inhale and deepen the breath every exhale. And this very first part of the practice is there just to help you to create this connection within you and the breath, within the body and the breath, within the mind and the breath. Just observe, expand with kindness and gentleness. As you keep observing the movement of the breath, start to observe deeply the journey of the breath into your physical body. You can feel the inhalation expanding into the belly, going up to the side chest, rib cage, and filling up into the upper chest. And then you can feel the exhale decompressing the other way around, starting from the upper chest, your side chest, the rib cage, and into the belly. I like to observe the journey of the breath into the body because it's becoming more personal. It can be tailored around your own body, your own breath shape. And it becomes a little mantra to observe, to create focus, and also it's easy to recall it if it's lost it through the practice, through the movement. So inhale, belly, rib cage, upper chest. Exhale, upper chest, rib cage, and belly, and so on by yourself. Repeating this little mantra into your mind and create steadiness and equality, just observing the journey of the breath into your whole body. You can also start to engage gently your bandhas. Just again to create a sample to bring on into the practice as we're going to start to move. So as you inhale, instead of blowing the belly, see if you can pull the navel in and up to the spine and create a major expansion of the rib cage and feel this sense of elevation and lightness, Uddiyana Bandha. When you exhale, squeeze gently the muscles on the back of your throat and try to let the exhale pass behind the throat, create a little retention and easing. And at the same time, you keep squeezing either the rib cage and the belly and the sitting bones down towards the mat, the block, wherever you're sitting on. And try to repeat this action a few times throughout your inhale and exhale. Inhale, pull the navel in and up. Exhale, squeeze gently the muscles on the back of the throat and squeeze everything down towards the mat, towards the ground. Uddiyana Bandha when you inhale. Mula Bandha when you exhale. Couple of breaths more and then we're going to start to move. Now gently bring the hands in front of your chest, connect the palms on the height of your heart, bow the head towards your heart. Take a moment to greet yourself for your presence on the mat. Take a moment to dedicate the practice to yourself and to someone else. Reminding to yourself the three pillars of the practice: no judgment, no comparison, no ambition. You're here to explore the connection between the breath and the body. Be curious and be wise. Listen to your body. Now blink your eyes open, and as you inhale, you lift the arms up to the sky. Gaze up to your thumbs. Extend throughout the side of the chest. And then as you exhale, you drop the hands to the side and you just touch the mat at the end of the exhale. Inhale, lift. Gaze up. Use the whole inhalation to connect the palms, to elevate the chest up to the sky. And as you exhale, drop the arms down, grounding the tailbone towards the mat. And so on. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, bring the thumbs in front of your chest, follow the thumbs with a gaze, and then bring the hands in front of your shin or knees, roll over and go to your whole four tabletop. Set the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Classical yoga, you can point this finger straight forward. For my body structure, it works better to move the fingers like 10 degrees to the side. There is more accessibility to your wrist. And then here, just to move in cat and cow, and I'll drop the belly, wrap the elbows backward over the chest up, chin up, and exhale. Start to tuck the tailbone, round the spine, press the shoulders away from the mat, chin to the chest. And so on, following the lengthening of your breath, just move up and down in cat and cow. Pulling the navel in when you inhale, wrapping the elbows backward, bringing the chest forward. And then rounding the spine, chin to the chest. Squeeze everything in when you exhale. And so on. Start to add some circular movements around your wrist as you move in cat and cow. So gently press the palms on the mat, press the fingertips on the mat. Keep activations around your joints and move from side to side while you're moving the spine up and down. It's becoming a little bit more complicated. Change the direction you move around. Good. Good. Here. Move the feet a little bit backward. Keep curling the toes and the arms a little bit forward. And as you exhale, sit back towards your heels. Inhale, come forward. As you roll over the knees, lift the feet, squeeze the buttocks, open the chest up to the sky. And as exhale, roll the spine back and sit back to child pose.
Inhale, come forward, roll over the knees, start to open the chest, squeeze the buttocks, point the toes up, drop the hip. No matter how far you can drop your hip, it's all good. And then roll back. Always remember to keep the engagement of your glutes. Inhale, come forward, drop and open. Exhale, roll backward. Good. Here, as you curl the toes, just press up to downward facing dog, where you start to pedal the feet, bend the knees, shake your head, yes and no. Create a little bit of movement. As you exhale, with small steps, walk the hands towards the back of the mat. Keep the knees slightly bent and start to shake the body from side to side, like you're moving water in front of your feet. You now press through the heels and start to round the spine all the way up, one vertebra at a time. Open the neck up, the arms up. When you reach the top of the movement, try to reach the ceiling with the fingertips. And as you exhale, bend gently the knees and roll down again. You now walk the hands to the top of the mat, find your downward facing dog. Take a breath here, wrap the elbows down towards the mat, wrap the armpits down towards the mat, press the hands on the mat, press the sitting bones up to the sky. Feel free to bend the knees to find a little bit more lengthen into your spine. And as you now walk the feet to the top of the mat, small steps. As you reach the top of the mat, come halfway up. If you want, you can place the hands on your shins, flat spine. Exhale, fall forward, gentle bend in the knee. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale, wave the spine all the way up, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. Classical Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back to plank, and you can go chaturanga on your knees if you need. Shoulders over the wrist, chest down. Upward facing dog, engage the glutes, engage the legs, open the chest. Roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Again, press the sitting bones up to the sky. Engage the quads. Bring the kneecaps up to the quads. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, seat back. And then step or hop to the top of the mat. Lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms up, gaze up. Elevate the chest. Exhale, fall forward. Engage the glutes. Inhale, lengthen. And one breath, step or jump back to your chaturanga on your knees if you need. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. One more round here. Good, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees and sit back, gaze forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms up, gaze up. And for another time, last time, fall forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your version of chaturanga. Step or jump back on your knees if you need. The elbows close to the chest, engage the core. Open up, up dog. Roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Take a long deep inhalation. Sigh out from your mouth. Try always to find lightness and softness into the practice, no matter how strong or powerful it can be. Good, here we go. Bend gently the knees, and as you inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, knee to the nose. Come forward, step the foot to the top of the mat. There you go, drop the back knee on the mat, flat the back foot. Inhale, big circle back and up with your arms. Elevate the chest, engage the buttocks, engage the legs. Exhale, squeeze the elbows behind your back to open the chest. Inhale, open up. And then exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Lift the back knee, step the back foot to the top of the mat, lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Feet together, knees together, heels slightly apart. Classical chair pose. Frame the head within your head. Arms. On your next exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the right foot back. Drop your back knee, flat the back foot, press strongly the front foot on the mat. Lift the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the elbows behind your back, create space into your chest. Lift the arms up. And exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Try to don't make any sound when you step back. Now bend the knees, roll the spine forward to plank. And then chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good, we keep moving. Lift the left leg up. Step the foot to the top of the mat. Ground your right hand and start to open the chest up to the sky. Engage the back leg, lift the left arm up to the sky. Try to elevate the chest. Squeeze the glutes. Try to elevate through the heart up, no? And the arm is just an extension. Good, exhale, hand to the mat. Step the back foot to the top of the mat as you inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Feet together, knees together, heels slightly apart. Come up to classical chair pose with Katasana. Try to see if you can see your toes and lift it from where you are. On your next exhale, fall forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the left foot back. Drop the back knee. No, sorry, keep the back leg straight, my fault. Place the left hand underneath the shoulder. Start to open the right part of your chest up to the sky. Lift the right arm up. Squeeze the buttocks. Squeeze the inner thighs. Strong back leg. You can always modify with the knee on the mat if it's too intense. And when you exhale, right hand on the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Round the spine forward to your plank, shoulders over the wrist, your chaturanga, on your knees if you need. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Yeah, we keep moving. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, knee to the nose and step the foot to the top of the mat. Come up to high lunge. Elevate the chest, engage the back leg. Now tuck your tailbone gently, squeeze the buttocks, squeeze the inner thighs, elevate the chest up to the sky. Maybe find a little bit of distance within the feet. And as you exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Ground the left hand, lift the right arm up, inhale. Good. Exhale, bring the right hand to the mat. This time, shoot the right leg up to the sky, 3 legs down dog. Good. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Inhale, back up. Exhale, step the foot to the top of the mat. Good. Step the back foot to the top of the mat, lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Feet together, knees together, chair pose, come up. Relax your shoulders, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the right foot back. Come up to high lunge again. Align the hips, pushing the right hip forward throughout the right heel. Press strongly the front foot on the mat. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the buttocks, elevate the chest. And as you exhale, Right hand on the mat underneath the shoulder. Adjust first and then lift the left arm up, inhale. Exhale, bring the left hand on the mat. Shoot the left leg up to the sky, 3 legs down dog. Exhale, left knee, left armpit. Inhale, back up. Exhale, step the foot to the top of the mat. Step the back foot to the top of the mat, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees and come up to classical chair pose. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Now listen, we give a little variation to your vinyasa. Inhale, roll the spine forward to plank. You can use your knees if you want. Exhale, go chaturanga. And then when you inhale, you press up to plank again. Exhale here, squeeze the buttocks, drop the hip forward as you inhale within your arms, open the chest. And then exhale, plank and downward facing dog. The variation. Good. Lift the left leg up, inhale. Left knee, right armpit. Inhale, back up. Left knee, left armpit. Inhale, back up. Exhale, step the foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, come up, high lunge, elevate the chest. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the buttocks. Find the time here to adjust. Instead of stretching the shoulders up to the sky, see if you can bring the heart up to the sky. The tailbone is going down. The spine is super long, but the shoulders are very relaxed here. When you exhale, open to warrior two. Aligning warrior two. Front hip, front knee, from big toe, holding the same line. Adjust the back foot. Press the outer edge of your back foot on the mat. Strong presence of your both legs. Gaze over the middle finger of your front hand. Now bring the right arm behind your back. Press it on the lower back. Inhale to lengthen. When you reverse, first you try to brush the ceiling with the fingertips, and then you bring the hand behind your neck. And instead of going back to the heart, try to lift the elbow up to the sky. To stretch the side of the chest. You roll. You have the hands behind your back if you have the space. Otherwise, no matter. Keep it in. Good. Inhale, come to the center, open your arms. Exhale, straight the front leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach down for your shin, or if you have a block, you can use a block, or if you have the space, you go down to you, completely to your mat. Open up the right arm to Uttita Trikonasana. Try to keep the chest open. Try to come down through the hip and not through the chest, through the rib cage. The chest is completely open. Try to elevate the chest, engage the front leg, micro bend the front knee, engage the front quad, engage the back leg. And then exhale, gaze down. Inhale, come back up. Good. Straight the front leg, parallel the feet. Lift the arms up, elevate the chest. Good. And as you exhale, fall forward. Keep the feet parallel, or you try to pivot in the toes and the heels out. Engage the legs, pressing the outer edges of your feet on the mat. Walk the hands behind the feet. Relax the neck. See if you can bring the elbows on top of your wrist. Good. As you inhale, come out for you. And as you exhale, walk the hands to the back of the mat towards the right foot. So follow my voice. If you can't see your screen anymore, we just repeat what we have done on the other side, okay? So what we do now, we shoot the right leg up to the sky, 3 legs down dog. When we exhale, right knee to the left elbow or armpit. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee to the right elbow or armpit. Inhale, back up. Exhale, step the foot to the top of the mat. Come up to your high lunge. Take a moment here to engage both legs, to squeeze the glutes, align the hips, relax the shoulders, bring the chest up to the sky, the tailbone down. And then you open to your warrior two, Virabhadrasana A. B, sorry. Relax the shoulders, gaze over the middle finger of the front end. Press strongly the front foot on the mat. You want to feel that the quad is engaged to protect your knee. Everything is aligned here on the front foot, on the front leg. Good. Bring the left arm behind your back, maybe placing the back of your hand alongside your spine. Inhale, lift the right arm up, try to brush the ceiling, and then bring the hand behind your neck, or if you can, you grab the fingers of your other hand behind you, and try to elevate the elbow up to the sky. Find stretch on the side of the chest. Good, come to the center, open your arms, inhale, exhale, straight the front leg, the right one. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, triangle pose. Again, you can use the shin as a prop. If you have the space, you go down towards the big toe, otherwise you can use a block. Try to elevate the chest, try to reach the ceiling with the left fingertips, gently engaging the glutes. And exhale, gaze down. Inhale, come all the way up. Parallel the feet. We're going to face again the long side of the mat. Lift the arms up, inhale. Elevate the chest. And then exhale, fall forward. Again, feel free to bend the knees here if you feel that it's too intense for the inner side of your legs. Relax the neck, walk the hands backward. Many options, no? Classical one. Or if you feel like I'm heroical today and I wanna try something different, try to keep the elbows on top of your wrist, squeeze it to the center, place the crown of the head on the mat, and maybe lifting up to your tripod headstand. You don't have to, you can stay in a classical Prasarita Padottanasana forward fold. If you're up, try to come back down as you came up with your open legs. And then all of us halfway up, inhale. And as you exhale, gaze to the front of the mat, towards the left foot, walk the hands to your low lunge. And step the back foot to the top of the mat and lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, fold. Feet together, bend the knees, classical chair pose. Good, and as you exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step the left foot back. Come up to high lunge, inhale. Elevate the chest. Try to reach the ceiling with the fingertips. Find a good space. We go twisting. Bring the left elbow over the right knee. Place the right hand on the thigh so you can bring the belly over the thigh. And then you press the palms together in front of your chest, pointing the right elbow up to the sky. Try to elevate the chest up to the sky. If it's too intense, you can drop the back knee to make it easier. Otherwise, keep the back leg super engaged. Good. Exhale, gaze down. Now place the peace fingertips on the mat. Try to frame the front foot and see if you can straight the front leg. Keep lifting the back heel, lifting the toes of your front foot towards the shins. Micro bend the knees, fall forward. Feel free to bend the knee if it's too intense. Try to find alignment into your hips, maybe short the distance within the feet. Relax your neck. You gently bend the front leg, gaze forward, and see if you can shorten the distance within the feet first. Lift the arms up, come all the way up. Keep the front knee slightly bent. And then bring the arms alongside the body. Bring the chest forward. Create a long line within the crown of the head and the back heel. And see if you can first hop the back leg 30 degrees. Keep the front leg slightly bent, shoulders up and backward. Engage the back line, engage the glutes, engage the left leg. And then see if you can come to your warrior three. Can be 90 degrees, can be 60, 30 degrees, many options. You'd bring the back knee up to the chest as you inhale, lift it up, lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Elevate the arms up to the sky. And then exhale again. Find first your way back to warrior three. And then land as low as you can. Lift the arms up. Bring the hands to the mat. Exhale. Lift the right arm up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bring the right arm into the left armpit so you can walk to the center of the mat and parallel the feet again. And here, let me turn to this side so you can see me. Inhale halfway. Now here, try to keep the fingertips underneath your chest so you can have a 90 degrees angle within the chest and the legs. If you need a wider distance within the feet a little bit, or if you need, you can place a block under the chest to support the lengthening of your spine. The tailbone is gently down. Now keep the left hand underneath the chest. And as you inhale, lift the right arm up. Try to elevate the chest. Tuck the tailbone, squeeze the buttocks so you can really twist from the center of your spine. Keep pressing the outer edges of your feet on the mat. When you exhale, you bring the right arm into the left armpit and you start to walk towards the left ankle. Now, if the ankle is too far, you can go for your shin and just fold. Square the chest towards the thigh. Feel free to bend the knee if you need and fall forward. You'd find your way back to the center. Again, on the block or on the fingertips. Find the lengthening of your spine first. Tuck gently the tailbone. Ground the right fingertips or the palm on the block. And as you inhale, lift the left arm up. Again, tuck gently the tailbone. As you inhale, you feel the lengthening of your spine. As you exhale, you try to twist deeper. Good. When you exhale, this time you bring the left hand inside the right armpit. You walk towards the right leg. You can grab the ankle or you can grab the shin according to the space you have. Try to square the chest towards the thigh and fold. Feel free to bend gently the right knee. If you feel that it's too intense, press the outer edge of the foot on the mat. Engage the quad. Good. Come to the center as you inhale. Lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway up. And now when you exhale, walk to the back of the mat towards the left foot this time. So we're going to repeat the same story we did with the right. Okay. Also, if you can't see the screen, follow my instruction. As you inhale, come up to high lunge. And as you exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, shoot the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, left knee, right armpit. Back up. Left knee, left armpit. Back up. Step the foot to the top of the mat. Come up to high lunge. Elevate the chest. This time, you bring the right elbow over the left knee. Keep the left hand on the thigh so you can bring the belly over the thigh. And then anchor your arm over the knee. Press the palms together. Open the chest up to the sky. Back leg is strong and engaged. Or you can drop the knee on the mat if it's too intense. Your goal here is the twist, you know? So if you lose instability, better to drop the knee on the mat and find more space throughout the twist. Good. As you exhale, gaze down, frame the front foot within the peace fingertips of your hands and start to straighten the front leg. Lift the toes, lift the back heel, micro bend the front knee, engage the quad, fall forward. Feel free to bend the knee if it's too intense. If you need to have more stability on the alignment of your hip, you can shorten the distance within the feet. Gaze forward, bend the front knee, walk forward. Now shorten the distance gently within your feet. And then come up. Lift the arms up, keep the front knee gently bent. Now bring the arms alongside the body, bring the chest forward, challenge the front leg and start to lift the back leg. Just hop it, just to find the alignment. Tuck your tailbone, engage the core, engage the back leg. I like to point the toes backward, but it's very personal. You can also point the toes towards the shin. And then when you have the stability, you see how far you can come forward, keeping this quality, this alignment, no? On your back, on your glutes, on your core, without arching the lower back spine. When you inhale, bring the back knee up to the chest, hop up, 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 up. Elevate the arms up to the sky. Exhale, find your way back again to your warrior three first, and then you land down to your low lunge. High lunge, sorry, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Ground the right hand, lift the left arm up to the sky. And then exhale, bring the left arm into the right armpit. Come to the center of the mat again, parallel the feet. And as you parallel the feet, come halfway up. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades away from you. Lengthen, lengthen, and then fall forward. Let the arms go up over your head. Relax your neck. Few breaths here. Good. As you exhale, release the bind, place the hands underneath the shoulders, come halfway, happy inhale, and then walk the hands to the top of the mat. And here, just step the back foot to the top of the mat, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, classical chair pose. Elevate the chest. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, step back to down dog. Oh, let's have a little bit of challenge here, okay? I'll give you option to modify it if you need. Now, roll the spine forward so you plank. And bring the feet together. Roll on your left side. Lift. The right arm up. Now, if you're in a classical side plank, point the toes up to the shins. If you want to modify it, you can bring the left knee underneath the hip to support you. Now, see if you can bring the right foot behind the left leg. If the knee is on the mat, you try to straighten now the left leg and open up to wiping. Open the chest, try to reach back with your right arm. Press the hip up to the sky. Take your time to come back to the center. When you exhale, realign your plank. Shoulders over the wrist, we go chaturanga. Press up again and roll to the other side. Left foot on top of the right, left arm up, hip up, tailbone down, toes towards the shin. If you want to modify, right knee underneath the hip. Okay, if you modified, straight the leg again, and now bring the left foot behind the right leg, open the chest up, find this gentle back bend, and push the hip up to the sky, stretch the left arm over the head. And then find your way again to your plank, take your time. Plank to chaturanga, to up dog. Good. To downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Good. Here, lift the heels, bend gently the knees, and see if you can step or jump the feet outside of your hands. And sit in your squat. So try to don't drop. Try always to have a little activation in your muscles. So instead of dropping, just lifting the hip a couple of inches high. So the muscles are engaged, the elbows into the knees, so you can keep a straight spine. You can always sit on a block if it's too intense. Good, and as you exhale, just bring the hands behind you, sit. And open the legs at the max, as much as you can. There you go. Toes pointing towards the shins. As you press the heels on the floor or on the mat, you're engaging the muscles around your knees as well. Try to engage the quads. Elevate the chest here. Inhale. And then exhale, fold. Now, if this option is not accessible, you can always bring the feet together in your Baddha Konasana. Open the soles of your feet as a book with the thumbs. Elevate the chest, keep the elbows close to the chest, and fold. So this is the easiest option. Otherwise, if you have more space, you keep the previous one and just fold forward. Supta Konasana or Baddha Konasana, one or two. The one that fits you better with your body. That fits better with your body. Good, inhale, gently come up. Now bring the left foot into the right thigh. If you are in Baddha Konasana, just open the right leg. Now first, turn the chest towards the right foot. Find this elevation. Keep the leg engaged. Press the heel down. Press the toes towards the shins. Engage the quad. Micro bend the knee. Elevate the chest. And exhale. Fold with a straight spine. Now, it's always very interesting to grab your foot. But lately, I found much more interesting to bring the elbows on the mat and see if you can stretch the whole back line instead of just working on your leg. So the moment I'm asking you to bring the elbows on the mat, I'm asking you really to bring down the stretch to your lower back glutes, up to the back of your spine, and eventually, a little bit against the traditional vision of yoga, you can tuck the chin to the chest to create a full stretch on the back line. Of course, if you have more space, you can try to walk the hands forward, but always try to bring the elbows on the mat. Remember the activation around the leg, very important. Good, inhale, come up. Exhale, turn the chest towards the left knee. Bring the right hand on the left knee. And then lift the left arm up. Drop the left arm over the head and try to reach towards the right foot. If you have a lot of space, you can bring the forearm in front of the shin, but don't come forward, don't collapse forward, and try to keep pushing the left sitting bone on the mat. So let's say the inhale is to lengthen and the exhale is to ground the sitting bone on the mat. So the goal doesn't have to be the foot, no, but try to keep the chest as open as you can. Feel the stretch in the side of your chest. Feel the groundation of your left sitting bone. You can keep the hand on the knee or you can bring the forearm down. Good, inhale, come up. Realign and exhale. Switch to the other side. Again, find your time here. My right knee, it's always a good friend, so need a support. Feel free to use a support on your practice. Turn the chest towards the left foot, engage the whole leg. Micro bend the knee, engage the quad, open up, inhale and exhale, fold. Again, I like to bring the elbows on the mat. As you can see, I can really place the hands in front of my foot, no? I want chest open, but I like to bring the elbows down to have a different feeling, a more complete stretch. Steady breath. Good, inhale, come up. Turn towards the right knee, left hand on the right knee, right arm up. Drop the right arm over the head, try to reach the left foot. Of course, if you have lots of space, you can bring the left forearm on the mat, but you don't have to, you can keep it on the right. You can keep the hand on the right knee. Again, your goal is to keep the chest open and to keep the right sitting bone on the mat. No? If you lift the sitting bone to reach the foot, it's kind of cheating. No? So here, try to just open the chest, the inhalation to lengthen, the exhale to ground. Gaze over your elbow. Good, inhale, come all the way up. Elevate. And then if you decide, you can bring the feet together again, or you can open both legs and fall forward one more time. So Supta Konasana or Baddha Konasana, according to which of the options is working better for you, okay? Remember that yoga is not competition. There is no goals in the practice, no? You want to nurture the body, and every day is different. So find always the option that it's working today. Sometimes do less is do more. Good, come back to the center. Bring the feet to the center. Bring the hands behind you. Just shake your feet. Bump your knees. And then let's do some core. Back to the center. Now lay down on your back and keep the feet under your knees. We're going to try to build up the resistance for Navasana, okay? So stretch the arms forward. Listen to me. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the chest. Keep the chest up. Inhale, lift the legs up. And then when you exhale, feet down and try to lift the chest a little bit higher. And then inhale down. Exhale, up. Inhale, legs up. Lower back on the mat. Exhale, feet down, chest a little bit higher. Hand down, inhale. And so on. Exhale, chest up. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, feet down, chest a little bit higher. And inhale, back to the mat. Exhale, chest up. Inhale, straight the legs. Exhale, feet on the mat, chest a little bit higher. And down. Exhale, chest up. Inhale, legs straight. Exhale, feet on the mat, chest a little bit higher. And down. Exhale, chest up. Inhale, straight the legs. Exhale, feet on the mat, chest a little bit higher. And down. 3 more rounds, okay? Exhale, chest up. Inhale, straight the legs. Exhale, drop it down. Hardly come a little bit higher, and then inhale, back on the mat. 2 more rounds. Exhale, up. Inhale, straight the legs. Exhale, feet on the mat, chest a little bit higher, and down. And then again, inhale, exhale, chest up. Inhale, straight the legs. Exhale, drop down. In a little bit higher. Now just straight the legs and stay. Push the lower back on the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to the chest. And then roll up, Navasana. Back is straight, chest is open. The more you open the chest up to the sky, the more you can feel that you're sitting on your sitting bones. You can hold the back of your legs if you want. If you have lots of space, you can straighten the legs. Or you can straighten the legs and hold the back of your legs and help yourself. Try to don't crawl. That's the only thing you don't want to do. You want to keep everything open for 3, 2, 1. Cross the legs. Bring the hands to the mat. Step back to your plank. And then lay on your belly. Good. As you lay on your belly, you bring the fingertips off the mat. You come on the fingertips. So the fingertips are behind the shoulders line. And the hands are basically underneath the elbows, okay? Shoulders up and backward. Press the feet on the mat. Press the hip on the mat. Shoulders again up and backwards. Inhale. Extended cobra. Come up 1 vertebra at a time. Don't lose the connection with your glutes. Exhale, drop it down. Try to keep the hip on the mat. Inhale, up. 1 vertebra at a time. Exhale down. Like a snake, okay? Inhale, up. 1 vertebra at a time. Now this time when you exhale, you come down halfway and then you start to lift your pinky fingers. And then you lift your thumbs. And then you lift your ring fingers. And then you lift the middle fingers. And then you lift your hands and you lift the feet for your Shalambhasana. Engage the legs, engage the glutes. Inhale, stretch the arms forward. Exhale, squeeze the elbows backward and then stretch the arms backward. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, squeeze and open. Inhale, forward, 3 more rounds. Exhale, squeeze and open. Inhale, forward. Exhale, squeeze and open. 1 more round. You can do this. Come on. Inhale, forward. Squeeze the glutes. Engage the legs. Exhale, squeeze, open. And then release. And child pose. Round the spine. On top of your thighs. Stretch the arms alongside the legs. Few breaths here after your back bending. Let's reset with a Vinyasa. Bring the hands forward. Find your plank. Just a plank. Shoulders over the wrist. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift the heels. Bend the knees. Gaze forward. Step or jump through your arms. And sit down. There you go. Lay down on your back. We close with a simple twist. Bring the right foot close to the buttocks. And then move the hip a little bit to the right side because you want to keep the hip aligned with the shoulder. Then you bring the right knee to the chest. Open the right arm to the side. And then drop the right knee over the left leg. Keep the left hand on top of your right knee. As you inhale, expand. When you exhale, exhale from your mouth and try to dip the twist. We do this 2 more times. Inhale deeply. Exhale, dip the twist. Inhale deeply. Exhale through the mouth and dip the twist. Good. Bring the right knee to the chest. Bring the right foot to the mat. Bring the left foot close to the buttocks and move everything to the left side. to align the hip with the left shoulder. Stretch the right leg on the mat. Bring the left knee to the chest. Open the left arm to the side. Here, exhale, twist. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat. I like to gaze up to the sky. Also gaze over the left shoulder to have a little twist. Inhale here. Now exhale, rest to the twist. Open it. Inhale. Exhale, deepen. Inhale. Exhale, deepen. Good, well done. All the way back to the center. All the way to the chest. Hug it to the chest. Feel the releasing on the lower back. Maybe a gentle swinging from side to side. Again, now lift the legs up to the sky and try to create this 90 degrees angle within the torso and the legs. It is a modification of your shoulder stance, Sarvanga Shalambhasana. You can stay here. It's very pleasant to place also a block or a pillow under your lower back to lift it a little bit higher. If you feel you have the space, you can drop the feet behind your head. And then you place the hands on the back, squeeze the elbows to the center as much as you can. And as you inhale, lift the legs up to the sky. Support the lengthening of your spine. The more you squeeze the elbows to the center, the more you are standing on your shoulders and not on your neck. You want to have space to breathe here. Don't compress too much. A couple of breaths more. Squeeze the glutes, point the toes up to the sky. Good. As you exhale, try to drop the feet behind you. Place the palms on the mat. Roll the spine to the mat. If you are in the modified version, bring the knees to the chest. All of us, knees to the chest. Cross the ankles. Grab the opposite feet with your hands. Roll back and forth a couple of times each side of your spine. And when you gain enough momentum, sit, straight your legs, point the toes forward, bring the hands backward like 45 degrees angle, shoulders up and backward, open the chest, gaze backward just to counter pose. And then realign to the center, bring the hands in front of your chest, bow the head towards your heart, take a moment to greet yourself for your practice. Let's close with 3 muttering hum. Instead of do the hum with the mouth open, we're going to do it with the mouth closed, so we create the vibration into the body. So inhale, and then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now gently find your way down to the mat. Open the legs wider than your hips. Open the arms wider than your shoulders. Squeeze the shoulder blades to the center. Take a long deep inhalation. Sigh out loudly from your mouth. Repeat this action a couple of times more. And here, try to relax your body, just observing the subtle feelings of the breath into your nostrils, onto your upper lip, observing the sound of your breath. And try to find a place where the mind can be attentive and focused, so you can completely relax the body. You can let the body reset, your spine reset, but also absorb the benefits of the practice. I advise you to stay here at least another 5 minutes if you have the time. And if you stay longer, better. Thank you for honoring me of your presence here and gave me the opportunity to share my practice with you. I'm going to be subbing for the next 2 days as well, in Yin and the Vinyasa flow. So check it out if you want to practice with me. Thank you for the opportunity, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Welcome it with a big smile, the inner and outer smile. And I see you next time on the mat, and thank you.